Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Kev's Movie Corner. I am Kev, she is Nikki.
Hi.
And this week, Nick, we are talking about Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This movie came out in 1989. It is the third of the original trilogy of this. Synopsis from IMDb is that in 1938, after his father goes missing while pursuing the Holy Grail, Indiana Jones finds himself up against the Nazis again to stop them from obtaining its powers. Nick, this movie, Harrison Ford, again, obviously, because it's Indiana Jones, and it seems like Harrison Ford was in every Steven Spielberg, George Lucas movie of the time. We've also got Sean Connery playing his dad in this, which is fun.
I like Sean Connery in this.
But this is a fun... I think...
This is a really fun one. Skipping ahead to just where I ranked it because it was so good. This was my number one so far. This is number one? So,
okay.
Yeah. I put this above Temple of Doom and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah. I like Sean Connery in it. It's more fun, not so serious.
Yep.
Like the Temple of Doom had obviously funny moments too, but this one was just more so.
Okay.
I like the lore. The chase scenes weren't boring as all get out. Yeah. I think I just like this one a lot more.
Because the chase scene in this, you've got a tank.
There's multiple.
You got a tank, which is funny. Mm-hmm. Which is just kind
of
random.
You also start with the boats and then
that's true.
The motorcycles so there were multiple and they're all good.
You got the boats. You've got the motorcycles where you've got Indy and his dad, and his dad's just giving him faces and looking at him like he's an idiot the whole time, which is kind of funny too while they're doing that. So you've kind of got it's fun, obviously, but it's just a fun movie. But yeah, I think Harrison Ford and Sean Connery play well off of each other during this movie.
Yes, I love them together.
As father and son, they do a good job. And this is just a fun movie. I don't think there's ever an Indiana Jones movie where he's not fighting the Nazis though. Actually, no, there is one. It's the next one where he's not fighting the Nazis. There's only one where he doesn't fight the Nazis, but it's the next one.
But yeah, no, I like this one. And from what I've seen in interviews, Sean Connery and Harrison Ford loved working with each other. And you can tell that because they work well together.
Yeah.
The one sad piece of lore about this movie is, River Phoenix plays a young Indiana Jones, and obviously his death was really tragic in the Viper Room and Hollywood. So that's a little sad piece of lore, but the lore of the plot of the movie, I really like because it's not so the Temple of Doom was obviously very different than
he was handpicked by
Raiders,
I guess, by Harrison Ford too to play a young Indiana Jones for this movie, which I thought was interesting.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
But
he did a good job.
Yeah. This movie's fun. I put this movie as second because I do like Raiders. Raiders is my favorite of the Indiana Jones movies. So this is second, and then Temple of Doom is third. Right, as of right now, where we're at.
Yeah. We're totally opposite. I have Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, and then Raiders.
Yeah. So, this is there's so many fun things with this.
Wait, to clarify my rankings, I love all of these.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me to rank them, but I put this one first because I love the banter between father and son.
Yes.
To clarify
that is very
my
good.
ranking.
Yes. But see, I think that you get kind of the same. I think you get kind of the same thing between Miriam and Indy in Raiders of the Lost Ark. So it's kind of the same
Yeah.
thing. But and you get Sallah back in this one too, which you don't. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
he's not in Temple of Doom at all either. So you do see
Yeah.
him when Marcus is wandering around and doesn't know what's going on anywhere, wherever he's at.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a fun, but there is a lot of fun banter uh,
Mm-hmm.
between Indiana Jones and his dad, and it's just a interesting concept, the Holy Grail, and trying to find this cup
Yeah.
that doesn't, uh, that
It's a
gives
good
eternal
plot.
life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you? What do you think about? Because the Temple of Doom, the Temple of Doom is kind of, in this instance, the Temple of Doom, I feel like is kind of an outlier from the other two that
Mm-hmm.
we've had, because the Holy
Yeah. I think
Grail
that was purposeful because they
and
didn't want them all to feel the same, but then I also think it makes it in most people's minds worse than the
yeah,
other two.
because the Temple of Doom and the Ark of the Covenant are both, or not, sorry, Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail are both like religious objects that are
Mm-hmm.
like actually steeped in like a lore, whereas the Temple of Doom is
Yeah.
kind of like a. I mean, I guess it's a different, an entirely different plot line where they're like sacrificing people for an ancient
Mm-hmm.
deity. So it's just kind of a entirely different process and like thing going on. So it's just it's interesting, but it does like give you a nice mix of things that are going on. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um I did think it was interesting how this one they don't like in Raiders you see them take the Ark of the Covenant and put it into storage, whereas this one
Mm-hmm.
they obviously they don't keep the Holy Grail. It
Yeah.
stays where it is. But
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, it's a really good movie. I enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Um I thought that there was a couple interesting things about this. Steven Spielberg says that this is his favorite of the Indiana Jones franchise.
Hmm.
Um, but at the same time, he says that he went on record saying that the two reasons that he made it were to fulfill his 3 film like contract with George Lucas to
Mm-hmm.
make him, and because he got criticized for Temple of Doom because he got so much criticism for Temple of
So
Doom.
we had to do a comeback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so because there was a good chunk of time between the Temple of Doom and this one, because Temple of Doom came out in
Mm.
'84 and this one came out in '89. So
Yeah.
you've got 5 years, which is a not a small chunk of time in between those two.
Mm-hmm.
And the last scene outside the temple where they all ride off on horses. So those horses were loaned to the movie personally
Hmm.
by the King of Jordan, which I thought was
Oh,
interesting.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
it's just a fun random fact.
Mhm.
So The Last Crusade ranks. Where do you think it ranks on the list of
On the
movies?
list, maybe second.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Second.
I can see
Behind
that from like a critic. Like, does it go Raiders, Crusade,
Raiders
Doom?
Crusade. No, Doom is fourth.
Oh, that's right.
Doom is
I was
fourth.
thinking of just the first three.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Doom is fourth. So we got Raiders at 94%. Crusade is at 84%, so 10% lower. It says the reasons it being, it says because it's lighter and more comedic than its predecessor.
Mm.
Returns the series to a brisk adventure of returns the series to the brisk adventure of Raiders while adding the dynamite double act between Harrison Ford and Sean Connery. So basically
Mm.
saying that it kind of returns back to Raiders after Temple of Doom was kind of like a, I guess just not as good, basically is what they're saying. But
Yeah.
I mean, again though, none of them rated low. They're all rated the other ones. That one and Raiders are rated at 94 and 84. The other three are rated in the 70s. So it's not like they're all low. They'd all still be like, you know, what is that? I don't know what it takes to be certified fresh. I don't know what that number is on Rotten Tomatoes, but none of them would be considered rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. They're all pretty highly rated in the 70s. So 70s or higher. So
yeah.
But yeah. Indiana Jones fighting Nazis.
Love it.
As always. I also think it's funny when he like ends up coming up to Hitler and like getting his little
gets the book signed.
Which I think is it's
just
funny. Like, and Hitler just kind of gives him a look like, what are you doing here? Why are you up here? And then just signs the book, and it's like,
and then just takes the pencil and signs. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's an interesting thing to put in this movie, but okay.
It's funny. Yeah.
It's comical. But yeah. So anyway, any other thoughts or anything on this movie, Nick, or is that it for you?
No. It's just good.
Just like it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a fun cast because I think having, like you said, Indiana Jones or Harrison Ford and Sean Connery play off of each other is fun. And then you also add I don't remember his name. I don't remember the older man who plays Marcus Brody, but you add him in there too towards the end, and he just kind of adds some more comic relief because he's just kind of he's kind of a bumbling fool whenever they're towards the end when they're kind of going around. So it just kind of adds to it. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Next week we're watching Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So that's from 2008. So we got a jump from 1980s all the way to 2008. So don't forget to make sure to watch that. Come back and talk about it with us, and we'll talk to you guys then.